What's up, guys? Joe Parfenuk here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to get into my top 5 must-haves for achieving success with selling on Amazon. Amazon gurus will tell you, oh, selling on Amazon is a piece of cake and it's gonna be an easy way to make passive income, which is not actually the case. You need to be prepared in order to have success selling on Amazon. So understanding these 5 pillars to achieve success will help you actually achieve success with selling on Amazon. That being said, let's get into the video so you can understand how these 5 pillars will impact you and help you get to 6 and 7 figures revenue selling on Amazon. As always, if you got value from this video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. What's up, guys? So these are the top 5 must-haves for achieving success selling on Amazon. And these are in no particular order. I just think out of the things I wrote down, these were the 5 that really stood out. So you want to take the time to learn these 5 and start to implement them into your business if you want to achieve massive success selling on Amazon. So the first one is upfront work. You have to build the bricks in order to reap the rewards later on. It is going to take 3 to 6 months of head down, hard work before you can start outsourcing. And the gurus will lie to you and tell you, you can get it all done in 2 seconds. They'll tell you, oh, you'll be a millionaire overnight. That's not the reality of this business. You have to lay the bricks, put in the work for the first 3 to 6 months. And that in these times, you will learn how the business works, and it will set you up for when you are starting to outsource. And, there's 2 things you can really outsource with, and it's a prep center and a virtual assistant. I'll kind of explain that in a second. But you're going to be unbalanced for a while, and it's okay. It's only temporary. 3 to 6 months is not that long of a time in the grand scheme of things. So you need to think about it from, temporary sacrifice to really achieve what you're trying to achieve. And whether that's like quitting your job or just, making an extra 4 or 5K a month from the business, like that is a great goal to shoot for. And that's going to take a little bit of unbalance for a while to get it off the ground. I mean, a prep center is something you can kind of outsource a little quicker than that if you do have a 9 to 5 and, you have a lot of things going on. But I would definitely recommend at least prepping your first few shipments to learn the prep process, be able to order enough units so you can start to meet the prep center minimums. But virtual assistant, you should not be thinking about that until at least 3 to 6 months, probably 6 months, I would say, because you have to learn the business first in order to get a good virtual assistant. And then after you start to outsource, now you'll have a lot of time back. For me, I worked really hard for 6 months. I worked 70 to 80 hours a week. Now I don't really work on Amazon that much. I work on it 20 hours a week. And that was because it took all that work to start to outsource. And then, now I kind of have a little bit more weight off my back because I have a team on my side. But, that takes time. You have to really build the bricks first. So the next one is adaptability. The market is always changing and you have to stay on top of it. There will always be new product trends. We saw, Stanley Cups a year ago. Now it's not really a trend anymore. 3 to 6 months, usually like a good life cycle for these products, especially with arbitrage. Wholesale, there's product trends as well. You have to kind of stay on top of what's doing really well and, what to buy more of. And that's always going to change. So you need to be in the game and stay on top of it. The next one is the Amazon rules. So you have to stay up to date with what Amazon is doing. They might change things, like they got rid of the small and light is a perfect example. Now there's more of a low FBA fee, which is kind of just a watered down version of it. And that took a hard hit for a lot of sellers who were doing a lot of small and light. So you need to be able to adapt and stay on top of these things, because once sellers heard that, they started to pivot. Because if, let's say, they're 50% of their business was small and light, they started to pivot and figure out a way. And they gave them like 2-3 months to figure it out. And you need to stay on top of these things, because otherwise you're going to be left in the dust. So the next one is crush your limiting beliefs with a massive vision. And this is my favorite one. I arguably think this is the most important one to be focusing on, because mindset is arguably 75% of this business or achieving anything in life. It's your mindset, because a piss poor mindset is not going to get you anywhere. I'd rather have a person on my team or whatever, a person I'm working with that has a killer mindset and they know that they can achieve massive success if they just visualize and then work towards that goal aggressively. They can achieve that success. And this means visualizing what your goals are by picturing what they would look like and how it would feel hitting those massive numbers you're trying to hit. So if you want to hit 6, 7 figures, how would that feel if you hit that goal? Like, think about how it would look, feel, how your bank account would look, all those type of things. Think about that, because that will help you, get through it and get to where you're trying to go, because what your mind kind of focuses on what you're thinking about. If you're thinking about negative, it's going to focus on negative. So think about it that way. If you're thinking about these lofty goals and you're aggressively taking action, it just sweetens the icing on the cake. And I'm saying no BS. Visualization works. If you kind of visualize what you're going for and work aggressively towards it, there's no way you can't achieve it. So really, it's like that saying though, and that's why you should have really high goals as well, is the saying is, for the stars, you just might hit the moon. So you really need to have a very big mindset, because even if your goal is 7 figures, if you hit 500K in the first, let's say, year or two, that's amazing. That's a great goal. Even if your goal was $1 million, that's why I shoot for lofty goals, because I'd be happy even, just getting a crazy goal and having it even a fraction of what that big goal is. So you need to shoot high. And the next one is acquiring capital responsibly. So leveraging credit will help you grow because of Amazon's delayed payouts and product check-in times. Just do not get over your head spending money you don't have. If you're running on credit in the beginning, make sure you have the money to back it up. That's 100% the most important thing to do. Don't go charging $50K on a credit card if you only have $5,000. That's going to be a recipe for disaster. So you want to make sure you have the money to back it up in the beginning, but make sure you are learning credit and learning how to utilize it, because it's really hard to grow if you're just running on cash. And I've heard so many people tell me, how can I grow running just cash? It's so hard, the payouts and stuff. It's going to slow you down. So if you have those extra 6, 8 weeks or whatever, to pay off the card, then it kind of just gives you a little bit less stress, and you're alleviated. You can start to focus on really just spending more on products. But yeah, at the end of the day, like I said, don't spend what you don't have. Don't get into trouble that way. But learning credit and learning how to utilize it, especially getting the cash back and everything, is amazing. So, learn that stuff, and you will have a lot easier of a time getting the success you want. And the last one, which is very important as well, networking. Put the right people around you. This is making a social media, even if it's posting boxes or just, sharing your journey. It helps you and holds you accountable, and you'll meet people along the way who are other sellers that are, on your level, and you can grow together, or even below or above. You can help people along, or you can be inspired by other people. And, that's really a big thing, and you'll form connections that way. And the value you get from sharing info and leads together is absolutely priceless. So, you're stronger together. This is a great community. Everyone wants to see each other get better. So don't be afraid to put yourself out there, even if it's posting boxes or whatever. You don't have to go start making reels and like YouTube videos like I do. I'm not telling you to do that. But just by having a presence on social media, people will reach out to you. You'll reach out to other people. It's kind of just social proof that you're really in this game and you're trying to grow. And it'll be a lot easier to make connections that way. So super important. Take all these 5 in and start to implement them in your business. And I guarantee you will start to achieve tons of success selling on Amazon, because these are really the 5 pillars that will help you grow and achieve those massive goals you're trying to achieve. So I hope you guys got value from this video. And if you did, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.